When I say natural, I mean completely natural. No body enhancing drugs, no pills, no supplements. Disclaimer, I've been vegan for 6 months, and if my training didn't work, I'd be a twig and my arm would rip off mid-rep. If you're someone who sees a fitness YouTuber and you're having to think, is he natural? Does he take any drugs? In other words, you're skeptical and you don't know who to believe anymore. Don't worry, I'll save you. Hey guys, Anthony here, and in this channel, we help guys like you become strong, lean, and healthy. In this video, I'm going to show you my 4 weeks workout routine and break it down completely for you, step by step. The idea is to give you a bit of context first, and then I'll hit you with my honest advice as a complete natural. Over the past 10 years, the tips and tricks and secrets that I've learned, I'll be sharing that with you too. I suggest you stick around because it's going to be worth it. Let's go. So recently, my workout routine, I made a few changes to that. On bodybuilding.com, I came across this and it said to include multi-jointed exercises. I must admit, I'm a little closed-minded. And so for me to do that, that's a big step for me. Previously, I was doing single jointed exercises, for example, a bicep curl, a tricep overhead press, and now I'm doing a 4-day split. Day number 1, chest, no doubt. Day 2, legs. Day 3, shoulders. Day 4, back. Let's put science aside for a second. The reason for this workout structure is because it creates opposing forces. For example, back and chest, working back on one day and then chest on another day within the same cycle. It then creates a sense of balance. Also, multi-jointed exercises means you can lift a heavier weight. Plus, if you're doing chest, for example, you're working chest and triceps in the one movement. Now I can work every muscle group twice a week. Talk about efficient and effective. So over the past decade or so, bodybuilding has become more and more popular. More gyms popping up, more fitness YouTubers, more diets coming into play, supplements that are readily available for us, and more people giving advice on how to build muscle. Wait. There's so much information out there nowadays, and I don't blame you if you feel like you're drowning. And this is why I'm making this video right now, because there are things that I wish I knew when I first started. Over the past 10 years of building muscle, you can imagine how much more information that there is on the internet right now. There's so many diets out there, so many supplements, gyms, personal trainers, coaches, you name it. How do we know what to believe? There's even science-backed information out there to tell us, well, this is how you lose fat. This is how you do it effectively. Hold this thought for a second and let's go back to my workout routine. So let's say day number 1 is chest. If you're just starting out, I recommend you simply warming up with the same exercise you're about to lift. Let's start warming up with 3 sets. The reason for this is because during the warm-up, you begin to engage the muscles required for the same movement. For chest, you should begin to engage your chest muscles as well as your triceps. Because I know my body well, I'll begin my warm-up close to my working set. For example, if my goal is to hit 70 kilos today, I'm gonna warm up with 20 kilo plates on each side. So my bar is 15 kilos, making this my first warm-up set of 55 kilos. For reps, I created a rule that once I hit 70 kilos for 5 reps, for example, the next session, I'm gonna aim for 72.5 kilos for 1 rep. And that's a minimum of 1 rep. And then working my way towards that 5 rep mark, and then upping the weight again. So that's for the first set. For the second and third set, I'll be dropping about 10% weight each set. For example, 70 kilos for the first set, then 60 kilos for the second, and 50 kilos for the third. In terms of reps, I'll be doing as many as I can for the second and third set. Also, I'm gonna make sure to include this down below for you. Also, I've had many people tell me you're not doing enough reps, you're not working out long enough, you're not doing enough exercises, you're not eating enough protein, for example. Well, what if I hit 70 kilos today and 6 months later I hit 90 kilos? Am I gonna stay the same size? Am I gonna stay skinny, a twig? Most likely not. It takes me about 15 minutes to fit this into my schedule, you know, before work, before dinner, before lunch, before going out. There's legit so many options that you can choose from to make this work for you. In order to build muscle, I focus on improving my numbers, going from 70 kilos, 1 rep, to 70 kilos, 2 reps for the next session, and so forth. It's kind of like making 1% improvements every single day. Over time, you're going to see a massive improvement. And the best thing about 15 minutes is that you're less likely to burn out over time. I remember when I was doing 60 minutes, 5 to 6 times a week, I was burning out after 3 to 4 months. And so 15 minutes, well, you're not exactly pushing yourself to the extreme limits. And so doing this every day, you're able to improve over time and more quickly than if you were to do, 6 days a week, 1 hour, and then burn out and having to rest for a month, not working out. Before we move on, I just wanted to make sure that you found this helpful. If you have any questions and if I missed anything out, make sure you leave comments down below. Also, before I give you my best tips for building muscle over the past 10 years of weight training, look, no matter what science says, no matter what fitness YouTubers say, why is obesity so high? Why is there an increased demand for doctors, nurses, personal trainers, health practitioners, people to save us? You might say everyone's different, that we don't know what other people are going through, that we all have our own problems, that life is hard, and that is all true. And that's why science is one thing. We already know how to lose fat. We already know how to live longer. But the thing that we have in common is that we all have complete control of what we do today, of what we eat, how much we exercise, for how long. Yes, everyone's going to be different in their approach to building muscle, being healthy. And so what's the best way, you might ask? The best way, in my opinion, is the way that fits into your routine, into the lifestyle that you want to live for at least the next 2 decades. If you're anything like me for no particular reason and you're stubborn like me, you don't want to take supplements, you don't want to take a powdered product. Instead, you just want to eat real food. In other words, you just want to try without. You want to try without taking a supplement to build muscle. You want to tell other people that, hey, I've done this without supplements, without anything to help you along the way. And I thrive off of just knowing that I've built muscle without eating 150 grams of protein a day, without taking a powdered supplement to help me, pre-workouts and all these other supplements that might enhance your body or enhance the way you train. And it might seem cocky, but don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the other people that are telling you, hey, you should take this, take that. Just do you. So with that aside, is it possible for you to look like a jacked up fitness YouTuber without taking supplements, eating real food? It's not simply black and white, but I believe that we can work towards that. To do this every single day for at least 15 minutes. And if we simply focus on improving our numbers, going from 70 kilos to 90 kilos to 120 kilo bench, and there's no doubt that if we focus on improving our numbers week after week, that over time, our muscle mass will increase. Also, I want to add, and this one's for the haters, if we go from 70 kilo bench to 120 kilo bench, and we're not eating 150 grams of protein every single day, we're simply just eating to be fuller for longer, we're eating to be healthy, and we're eating sufficient protein for each and every meal. This might mean having a fist size of protein, whether on a vegan or non-vegan diet. I believe building muscle is still possible. Look at all the people in the gym. I mean, not everyone is big, but not everyone is going to be hitting 150 grams of protein every single day. So onto my tips and tricks and secrets for building muscle as a complete natural. Starting with number 1 is your nutrition, food. This is the most important thing that I believe, apart from working out every single day. Nutrition is going to give you the fuel that your body needs to push a heavier weight. It's going to give you the vitamins and minerals to feel amazing, to be fuller for longer. So I recommend that you eat a balanced diet. To everyone that might be a different definition, but to me, I recommend eating a diet that is divided into 3 components. Make sure you're eating enough vegetables because that's going to give you the vitamins and minerals in order to feel amazing. Protein is going to keep you satiated, which means it's going to keep you fuller for longer, which means it's going to help with the muscle recovery and the muscle building process. With carbs, it's going to give you the right energy. If you're eating the right carbs and you're limiting the amount of processed carbs that you're consuming, with low GI carbs, you're going to be fuller for longer, you're going to have a high fiber content, you're going to have energy throughout the day and energy to push during your workouts, and that is crucial if you're trying to push a heavier weight or if you're trying to push for 1 more rep than you did last time. Number 2 is motivation. Start and stop when you want. The idea is to start. The hardest part is to start, to go to the gym and start working out and then stop whenever you want. Chances are you're not going to stop within 5 minutes. And that is why I highly believe in 15-minute workouts, doing 3 sets. You could add in an extra set, you could add in an extra exercise. It's entirely up to you, but 15 minutes is the baseline. If you want to know more about my 15-minute rule, which piggybacks off of the 2-minute rule that James Clear talks about in Atomic Habits, make sure you click somewhere here to see my last video. Number 3 is how often should you work out? I believe every single day. And here's why. Building habits is one of the most powerful things that you can actually build in your lifetime, because habits create automatic results. If you want to build a business, well, if you create the habits to build this business, it's going to become automatic. Small daily steps every single day, over time, you're going to see a massive progress. You can apply this idea of doing something every single day in any part of your life. Spending time with your partner, spending time with your kids, working out, becoming healthier, taking small steps, spending that little bit of time every day. And I believe this will lead to a more balanced life. A lot of us don't get the balance that we need each and every day. For example, work out for 15 minutes every day, spend half an hour with our partner, spend an hour on doing our side business or side passion, versus an average man working 9 to 5, doing 1 hour workouts, not having enough time to spend with their partner, working their side projects, and every second day they're at the gym. That might mean on their rest days, they're feeling like crap and they're not feeling that balance. Their body is trying to recuperate from previous day's workout. Simply do small bits every single day. Over time, you're gonna see a massive progress. How long should I work out for if it's not 15 minutes? Maybe you wanna do more. Maybe you try 20, 30, 40, 50, and so forth. Find what actually works for you. And if you find that you're unhappy and you're easily triggered, you're probably doing too much. The idea is to find balance. To sum this up, and you've probably worked this out by now, to build muscle is more than just what to do, how many sets, how many reps, what exercises. The idea is to do daily steps, to work on this every single day, put in small little efforts, and over time, you're gonna be able to reap the benefits, to look back and go, oh my God, how did I do that? Or at least that's what other people are going to think. And they'll be like, is this guy natural? My name's Anthony and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions or video suggestions for my next video, make sure you leave them down below. Also, if you did enjoy this, make sure you subscribe. And if you think other people are going to benefit from seeing this, simply give me a like. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. There's so many diets out there, so many stuff. And work on it every day to, improve our strength, improve our muscle building process.